You hear? Let's get straight to it. I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's little Kenny Russell, Canoom, Consul, Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in this room. You're now dealing with Canoom. Yeah, I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Yeah. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is another episode of My Thoughts. This is My Thoughts 197. And today, the title states St. James Church. Okay. Now, this is it looks very old. Um, according to the clip that I took, this I guess this came from a news broadcast in St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay. This is called the St. James Church, uh, AME. Now, at least they have the dignity to put AME. For those of you who don't know, AME is one of the first churches that was established by African people that wears the name AME in the United States of America. Okay. I think one of the oldest ones is somewhere in Los Angeles, as well as one in Houston, one in Atlanta, and things of that nature. Philadelphia may have one. This is one in St. Paul. I don't know the age of it, but I'm just saying it wears the name AME. AME is African Methodist Episcopal. So when our people got into this religion called Christianity, when they came from the shores of Africa, and the people who were already here prior to slaves being here, they still wore the name African. Okay. Today we water it down, and people want to be known as African American. Uh, some people just say, "Hey, kick all that off. I'm just an American." No matter where people are who fit the criteria of an African, that's what you would always be. You can be in London, but you'll still be an African man in London. That's what I consider myself, an African man here in North America. Okay. So at least they had the dignity to say that their church is named St. James AME. Now, if you look up depictions of James, you just go on Google or um, Britannica. Okay. You can go on Britannica and put in St. James, and you will find it's a white man. All depictions of these characters are European. Okay. He's said to have died in 44 AD. They don't give you no birth date, because it's not a human being. But he's said to have died in 44 AD. Now, this man is in the Bible. Any name you put in Google or any search engine, like I say, you can go to the Bible Britannica. You can go to the you can look up anything, any type of encyclopedia. That's why I said Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica. You can go to Gateway Bible, any whatever you search engine you want. Google, Wikipedia, and that's one of the lesser ones that people wants to use, but they're still not going to have any too far off information. Put in any name you want regarding to the 12 disciples, the apostles, and this Jesus the Christ. See what depictions comes up. See, this Jesus is black and nobody don't know what color he is stuff. It's very new. As further as depictions go, the European created those depictions to mirror themselves. Okay, now let's look at the video. I don't own it. This is a clip from an actual news report, and let's look at it. I want to give my thoughts and opinions on it. I don't own this video. You can find it wherever you can and watch it in its entirety. Though this is the entire clip, but I'm saying I don't remember which YouTube page I got this from. So wherever you can find that, you can watch it in its entirety. But I want to give my commentary on it, my thoughts, opinions, and scrutiny. And I believe this is a teaching situation. If you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it won't cost you a fee. Let's look at the video.
From a minister and his congregation on the steps of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. A fight outside the St. James African Methodist Episcopal Church was part of a long, simmering feud.
Bright skies couldn't chase away clouds of contention that have gripped this church nearly 2 years, since the Reverend Hubert Armstrong was appointed its pastor by the church's national body.
We are complaining that we feel that he is a poor church administrator and has poor people skills.
Others say Reverend Armstrong is unaccountable with church funds and doesn't consult or inform members. Attendance has dropped.
They're leaving. There's nobody here. We're not getting any money. We're losing the church. We're so in debt, it's pathetic.
This weekend, several church trustees took matters into their own hands. While Reverend Armstrong was being reappointed at an AME conference, they changed the locks on church doors. He reacted today by dismissing 2 trustees. Then emotions erupted.
And you are suspended. Well, she hit me. He hit me. She hit him first, man. Get out of my way. Let it come on. Let it loose.
St. Paul police officers were called to the church, but soon left when assured tempers had cooled. Later, Reverend Armstrong was handed a key. Trustees say they'll press to have Armstrong removed when the presiding elder visits in October. Pastor Armstrong vows he's not leaving.
I will serve until the bishop says.
You have your appointment.
I have my appointment. I have the incorporation of the church.
Bill Hudson reporting for CBS News.
Now, that was CBS News reporting in St. Paul, Minnesota. I don't know what year this was, but it looks to be an older video, but I don't care how old it was. I haven't reacted to it, and it struck me. It struck me, and I was offended by it because this is religion. This man, Reverend Armstrong, was appointed to be the reverend of this church by presiding bishops who's over him, because he said he has a meeting in October, and all the people said, okay, we'll just wait till his time has elapsed. They're gonna put him somewhere else. So he said, I'll stay here until, the bishop wants me to be here. So, excuse me, while he was gone to a conference, his people locked him out. That's when you seen they got reports from a couple of members. One of them said he's disgruntled. He don't have people communicating great skills with people. And another young lady said, we don't have any money. The church is all but closed. The members is walking away. You see, because a lot of people depend on the church to be the center point and a staple of a certain community. They give a lot of, they do food drives and things of that nature. That's about it concerning the church. They might give back here and there blankets or something, I don't know, but a lot of churches does not do a lot of things in the community. But with the food giveaways and things like that, that still makes them a rock of that community and a pillar of that community. Any church who can be a center point for you getting free food, maybe they might do food drives 6 times a year. See, that's every 2 months. People will believe that they're bringing something that nobody else is doing in that community. So it's looked upon as something to be proud about. It's looked at something to be a part of and things of that nature. This is why churches are held so tight in the African community. Now, Reverend Armstrong told this lady, as you've seen, he said, now you fired. And the lady right away hauled off and slapped him. My question is, where was God? Okay. This is not where was God. This is my thoughts, but I just want to put that in there. Where was he? To let a lady haul off and slap a man, and the man turn around and punch her. Then he said, you don't hit me. These are elderly people. Every image that they put forth should be the portrayal of who they found in the Bible. Because when you're older, you got to have sense to acknowledge this. The older you get, the less time people believe you have on this planet. And that's true. If you play the percentage, more times than none. The older you are, the less time you have on this planet. That's true. So when they out here projecting themselves like this to the world on camera, why would anybody want to be a part of any type of church ministry or anything? See, You have to set the standard. These are adults, senior citizens at that. These are my people and I love them, but this is very disrespectful. This is silly, but this what's what lets you see what's compiled inside the churches. Okay. No matter how old you are, it's universal nature and universal law, cause and effect. For every reaction, for every action, there's a reaction. When she slapped him, he turned around, his reaction punched her. No matter what Bible you pick up, that's universal language. You kick me in my nuts, get ready to protect your nuts. This is how it goes. So why do people need a church platform and a pile of bricks that say St. James AME on it to practice this? I know how to communicate with people. If that lady would have attempted to slap me after I said you fired, because he's sticking his hand in her face. When you do things like that, certain things may ensue. He stuck his hand in her face and you fired, and she slapped him. That was her reaction. You pointed in my face, I slapped you. She slapped him, he punched her. These are all actions and reactions. You don't have to have a religion to have these universal laws take place. And that's my thoughts on the video. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoom, Consort Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in this room. You're now dealing with Kanoom. This is what I do, and I love to do it. Before I take back what I said, I ask them all to. This is not to take religion from anybody. This is to show you that any human being who practices morality, who practices integrity, who practices have some dignity about themselves, some self-respect, has integrity, you will understand it has nothing to do with following a church, a religion, a dead white man on the cross, an illiterate man named Muhammad, a big fat man with titties and a diaper on named Buddha. There's Yahshua, Yahweh, blood of Abraham, leader for the Israelites. If you have all these things, you don't need any of the names that I just mentioned previously. Education and preparation is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon or religion, pick up some knowledge. If you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it won't cost you a fee. And this is sad. This is really sad. But this is not a tool that should be used to remove religion away from you. That's not my job. My job is to restore what was taken from you at the time religion was given to you. Spirituality. Yeah.